Hey, it's Mike Whitfield with WorkoutFinishers.com, helping you burn more fat by improving your favorite workout program by implementing finishers. Now today we're going to talk about what's called the decline of the Bulgarians. But before I get into that, I want to explain what a metabolic workout finisher is. Now the elevator answer is, of course, it's a way to replace steady state cardio and even interval training in just a fraction of the time. That's the cool part, is that it just takes a fraction of the time that even intervals take. And the reason why it works so well is because you use metabolically expensive moves. In other words, it's just a fancy way of saying very calorie expensive exercises. And you use very short rest periods. And by using more muscle, you're going to burn more calories, therefore burning more fat. And of course, you plug them at the end of your favorite workout program. So make sure that you understand that it's definitely not a new workout program. I actually encourage you to stick with your favorite workout program. But to get through a fat loss plateau or jumpstart a fat loss program, I definitely encourage you to incorporate finishers. Now on top of that, another benefit is that you actually increase your conditioning. In other words, by incorporating finishers in your workouts, when you do little things like carry your kids or go up and down the stairs, things like that, you're going to find those everyday activities a lot easier. Now, today we're going to talk about what's called the decline of the Bulgarians. I like to name my finishers all kinds of crazy names, and this is actually one of my favorite ones. Now, the decline of the Bulgarians. All right, what you're going to do is the Bulgarian squat, and you're going to superset that with the decline push-up. I'm going to show you a couple of variations, and that way you can kind of tweak it to your fitness level. Now, you start off with 8 reps of each exercise, and you work your way down until you do 1 rep of each exercise. So it's kind of a countdown fashion. So in other words, I'm going to walk you through the start of it so you get an idea. So let's start with the Bulgarian squat. Now if you don't have something that you can put your foot on, don't worry about it. You can use a bench inside a gym or anything that you can get your foot up, but you want to have your rear foot elevated and your other one well in front of you. And what you're going to do is keep your upper body nice and tall, squat down, and then back up. Down and back up. You're going to do 8 reps on each leg. Okay, so you're going to do 8 reps, switch legs, do 8 reps. Then you go into the decline push-ups. Same thing. Now the reason I like the decline push-ups is that it's going to force your body to work a little harder because you're going to be pushing more weight, therefore burning more calories. So you really want to look for bang for your buck exercises in a finisher. So your hands are about shoulder width apart. Make sure you keep a straight line. Go down, back up. Down, back up. Make sure that chest is just above the ground at the bottom. And you're going to do 8 reps of those. Now, here's how to increase the intensity of this finisher. For one thing, as you saw, you start off with 8 reps on each exercise. And of course, like I said, then you do 7 reps, 6 reps, so on and so forth until you complete 1 rep of each exercise. Now, the rest periods, it's up to you. Now, here's my challenge to you, is to do this finisher and then record the time that it takes for you to complete it. And then the next time you do it, try to beat your previous time. That's a good way of gauging your progress on that particular finisher. Now, here's how to increase the intensity. Of course, you can shorten your rest periods, but I'm going to start off with the Bulgarian squat and show you a different way of doing it. So you would still put your rear foot elevated, but instead of just going down and then doing a squat, you would actually do a Bulgarian jump squat. Okay, so it's down and then up, down and then up. Just make sure that when you land in the squat position, and that'll reduce the impact on your joints and things like that. Now, to increase the intensity on the decline push-up, as if that wasn't intense enough, you can do what's called the decline close grip push-up, where your hands are just inside shoulder width apart. And that's going to make it a little harder. The same thing, you want to maintain a straight line with your body and push through the hands. Now if you're feeling really crazy, for the decline push-up, you can actually do the decline Spider-Man push-up. So your feet are still elevated, hands are about shoulder width apart, and what you do is you bend one leg as you go out. And then switch. So that's one way to increase the intensity. Now let's go the other way. let's say you want to decrease the intensity of this finisher. What you can do is, instead of the Bulgarian squat, you can actually just do a body weight split squat, which looks like this. Just put one foot in front of you. Same thing though, you want to maintain a nice straight line with your body. In other words, you don't want to hunch over as you bend over. You want to keep your shoulders back and even elevate your chin a little bit. You just go down and back up. Down, back up. So that's the split squat. That'll make it a little easier. Now for the decline push-up, that might be a little too intense, and that's perfectly fine. What you can do is just regular push-ups. So instead of putting your feet up, your hands are just outside shoulder width apart, and just do a regular push-up. And to make it even easier for that push-up, your last step would be to do what's called an incline push-up. Now if you have a Smith bar available, you can use that if you're inside a gym. If not, you can use a bench or a platform like I'm about to show you. But obviously when you're at an incline, that push-up is going to be a little bit easier. So it would look like this. So there you go. That's one way to end your workout to burn more fat. And I hope to talk to you again soon. This is Mike Whitfield with WorkoutFinishers.com.